So now we'll conduct the experiment number 3. Here we'll carry out the torsion test on mild steel and cast iron specimen using this torsion testing machine. And this machine has a capacity of 20 kg meter torque capacity with a torsion speed of 1.5 rpm. And here we'll give a twist to this specimen, and the machine will record the torque is generated due to the given twist, and will produce the torque versus twist data, and from that we'll calculate all the material parameters. For the torsion test, this is the specimen standard geometry of diameter 8 mm and gauge length will be the 75 mm. Okay, this is a mild specimen, so I will just fix in between the grips of this machine, and their corresponding this machine will apply a torque. This end of the setup will be the fixed, and this end will rotate. Their corresponding torque will apply onto this specimen, and the torque, how much torque and angular twist will be displayed onto this digital screen. So here I am going to fix the specimen into the grips, jaws of the machine. Now the specimen is fully fixed condition. Okay. Now I will, first of all, I will give all the specimen data to the control system. Okay. Here I will create a new file. Okay. Certificate numbers does not matter. Mechanical. Okay. Just date. Okay. The test material is mild steel. Okay. And city is Roorkee. Okay, so here I will give the sample geometry. Diameter is already I have told that it is 8 mm diameter, and the gauge length will is 75 mm. Okay, then test. This is by default value which is set in the machine, so I'm not going to disturb this one. Their corresponding, I will save this data. Okay, and go to home. Okay, here I will pair each initial data so that the test will start from initial value. Okay, now everything is in initial condition. Now test is ready to start. So now I am going to start the test. So after clicking onto this button, test will start. Now you see that this end of the machine is fixed. This is rotating, and their corresponding the theta versus torque graph is generated. So now one rotation is completed. We can see it onto the specimen also. Here, initially we have marked with a pink colored chalk to the specimen. That is so the completely one rotation is completed. Now specimen breaks. Okay. So their corresponding T versus theta graph is shown onto this screen here. Okay. This is the T versus theta graph. Theta will be the angular twist. This is the another setup for the torsion testing machine. This machine is totally manual. So here I am going to do tests for a brittle material. The torsion test for a brittle material. So here I just fix the specimen in between the grips, slotted grips, and here I am going to perform an angular twist manually, and then corresponding the balancing torque will be balanced by the counterweights. These are the counterweights on 1000 pounds. These are the counterweights. This will balance the torque, and angular twist will be given by this counterweight. So initially there is a zero load. Load will be displayed in the pounds. Okay, and what we'll do, we just rotate it one complete rotation of this counter will equal to 4 degree of rotation. Angular twist will be 4 degree. So initially what we will do, I am going to just rotate it as a one complete rotation. Okay. So after one rotation, the material have an angular twist of 4 degree. Okay. Then you can see that this balance strike to this upper portion of this setup. So what next we will do, just balance the load after moving this counterweight by rotating this gear mechanism. So it will slide slowly and will move until it releases it from here. Okay, we rotate this gear mechanism slowly so that the load slides slowly until this lever arm. After reaching a certain value, then it will be free from any mechanical support. We see that now the load is balanced. Okay, take a following load will be 400 pounds. Okay, 400 pounds, and again we rotate at this position. We rotate one complete rotation. Okay, then again we see that this lever strikes to this mechanical portion. So I again move it further. There corresponding until the lever are free from this mechanical support. The whole capacity of this system is initially 1000 pounds. When we reach to this point, then we apply a counterweight. Okay. After moving this counter load, we see that again this lever is free from this mechanical support, and again we rotate one complete rotation. Yes, at 1000 pounds load. Okay. Then now cannot move further, so we will use a counterbalance. Counterweight, as I told, this is one counterweight equal to 1000 pounds. So I will put it here. Now this 1000 pounds load will be balanced. Initially, the customer is loaded with 1000 pound load, and we come back to this initial position. Again, we will see that here that at 300 pound plus 1000 pound, it is equal to 1300 pound. Now the lever is free from any kind of support. We again rotate on the okay. After the complete rotation, again we move this slider. And when it releases from the support, this is nearly equal to 1500. So it breaks. Okay. Because it's cast iron material, so it does not consume much torque. Okay, so it breaks after 5 complete rotation. Okay. As we see that it's a brittle material, so it's a brittle material in torque fell at a 45 inch shear, purely in shear. So it is this material breaks purely in shear. Okay.